guys, it's Tati and I'm back at it again with another video. Alright, so I am wearing a shirt. Okay, so this video is gonna be a story time. This story time is gonna be interesting. The story times that I do tell y'all are gonna be from the past. That's just the disclaimer. It's from the past, they're true, or whatever. Story time, as you can probably tell by the title, is how I almost got in a fight with my roommate when we went out in college. Okay, so let me just backtrack a little bit. Okay, so if you already been like watching my videos by now, you should know that I work at Starbucks. I work in New York Starbucks, and I used to work at the one by my school or whatever. So as like everybody knows, I have coworkers, and we have these two girls who are my coworkers. I'm gonna name them I'm gonna name her Rosie and Girl. Okay, whatever. Rosie and Girl. My roommate, we're gonna go by her as we're gonna call her Susie. Okay, so we were cool. I had started working there first. I've been working at that Starbucks for like, I'd say like probably like a year, and the two new girls came, and I had got my roommate the job at Starbucks. So we were all working together, and the two girls was mad cool. So I'm like, you know, let's make friends, you know. And it was one day where I was like, yo, like it's a Friday night, let's go out, you know, whatever. So that night we had decided to go out. Girl had decided to get a rental car, and girl had decided to get a rental car, and we had just decided that we were gonna drive in the renty that night. Also, another backtrack to the story. So my roommate Susie, she had this new friend. Her name is gonna be Aria. So my roommate Susie had met this girl named Aria. I didn't really, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but being a girl, when you're so close to another girl and then another girl tries to bring another girl into the friendship, at first it's like, who the f is you? So I'm like, you know, I wasn't really cool with her, and plus she was like doing some nasty things in school. I'm not even want to talk about it, but she was just unclassy. Like, I didn't want to be around that, because you know they say birds of a feather flock together, like, you know. So I didn't want to be around that. So me and that girl wasn't really cool. So if my roommate hung out with her, like, I would be like, I don't want no parts in that. That night it was me, Girl, Aria, my roommate, and the other girl, and we had decided to go out. I'm not gonna remember these names that I just gave everybody for some odd reason, but I'm gonna just go by a letter. So fuck, I messed up my story because I don't want to say people's names, but like the names that I just made up aren't making any sense. Okay, I'm gonna just call them coworker, Girl. I'm gonna just call them coworker, Aria, and Susie. Okay, there we go. So we get out, we getting ready to go out or whatever. You know how long girls take. So we all just in a group chat like, oh, y'all ready? Blah blah blah. So me and my roommate and Aria were going to meet at our room, which is obvious because we all go to that school right next to the Starbucks. And the two other girls, they live somewhere in Philly. My school's in Philly at this point. So we had all decided that one of the co-workers with the rental, who got the rental, her name starts with an S. So S had went to get the rental, and that she was gonna come pick us up from my school, and then we were gonna go get the other girl, or the other girl was gonna meet us there, whatever. So we had all been ready or whatever. We finally go out at like, it's late at this point. We finally went out, and so we had went out. Okay, this night was a mess. Like, it was a mess. We had went to like so many different places. Okay, so first we had decided to go to this, like, it was like, I don't know, it was like not really a hookah lounge, but it was like a lounge. It was like a weird kind of lounge. Like, Philly got some weird kind of places. It was like a lounge slash like hookah bar, whatever. But places in Philly close so early. Like, I live in New York, and the clubs stay open till at least like, I don't know, 5, 4, whatever. But clubs in Philly, like, most of them close at 1. So we have first decided to go to this one place, and was calm. It was cool. You know, we was all vibing. They had good music. Whatever. That place had closed early, so we like, you know, what else we gonna do today? You know, the night not over, whatever. I'm the only one that had to go to work that next morning, so if anybody would be complaining, it would be me. So we had decided to go to another place, and I think it was the girl who had got the rental. I think it was her family had like a birthday party, and I'm not gonna lie, it was trash in there. Like, it was like a whole bunch of, I think I was like 18, 19 around that time. It was a whole bunch of like 16-year-olds from Philly. So that it was trash. It was trash. I was like, you know, it wasn't really fun. We didn't drink anything. It was nothing. The food was looking, you know, I look at food before I eat it or I get it, and even in the dark I was like, I'm not gonna eat that food, never. So we weren't drinking or anything, but I think we had stopped one of our friends, the girl who we had met there at the first place. She had taken forever to come there. Like, we were all waiting on her to get, because we didn't want to, like, girls, you don't want to like go into the place, like no girl wants to go inside of a place alone. So we was like outside of there for like, I'm not gonna lie, we had waited like a half an hour for her, and until she finally got there. Then we went to the first place, then we went to the second place, and that girl had bought like, what did she have? I think she had like, I don't know, but it was like some little thing, and we had like all like shared it or whatever. So we weren't lit, like we weren't drunk, no, nothing. Like, you know, that's enough. That wasn't enough to like get you like tipsy or nothing. Like, it was just a little like, okay, let's just start off our night. So the second place was mad whack. So at this point it's like 1:30, and I'm like, I have to go to work tomorrow. Like, we can't, like, all of these places are whack. Everything's closing because Philly closes at like 1ish. So like, I'm like, everything's closing, you know, we're just sitting around doing nothing. Like, this place is whack. But I didn't say it to her face. I didn't say it was whack, but like, she even felt the vibes that it was like, let's go. So we have finally decided to leave that second place, and I was just like, there's nothing open, let's just go home. All right, so we're driving home, and my roommate, let me just picture the car. So this is the car. So it's a girl who's driving, who got the rental. She's driving. Then it's my roommate, because she's kind of big and she got long legs, so we told her to sit in the front. Then in the back, it's me, my other coworker, and then there's Aria over there. So as we're driving, you know, we bump into music, but like, first of all, I'm in Philly. We don't know this place. I've never been to this place before. Like, I've never been to like the city of Philadelphia. I've been hanging out like that. I've never been to Philly hanging out. I don't know how police work in Philly, but like, my roommate is acting a hot mess. She's like hanging out the window, shaking her butt, everything. But like, I get it. Like, we lit, you know, we supposed to be having fun, but it's like, girl, enough is enough or whatever. So we get to this like weird thing, and like, my roommate, I don't know, for some odd reason, but she's acting like she's drunk, and like, I'm like, what's going on? And let me also backtrack to another thing. I could keep backtracking. So my roommate's, her mom was in the city, so her mom wanted her to go to the hotel with her when she was done or whatever. So basically, she had somewhere, she wasn't going straight to the dorm. She was going with her mom to the hotel room or whatever. So she's acting a fool in this car or whatever, and everybody's like, it's cold, like we're like mad cold. She like got the window wide open. We're like not really speeding, but we're speeding to enough where you can feel like, especially people in the back, you can feel like. So it's like, all right, girl, like, we cold, close the window. And she's like, no, I'm not closing the fucking window, da 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 da. So we like, girl, just close the window, like, it's cold. So next thing you know, she starts going off, like, I don't know what came into her, but she starts going off like, I'm not closing shit. I don't give a fuck what y'all thinking about me, da 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 da. I'm not closing shit. So I'm like, Girl, what is going on? So next thing I know, I don't even know what happened. I'm just gonna tell y'all what happened at the end, so you know how everything led up to it. So I don't know. I didn't peep this at first, but she told me afterwards. But like, somebody had said something. I didn't hear anybody say anything or nothing. But I guess somebody said like a key or whatever. And she starts going off like, I don't give a fuck, like I can get out this car right here, give me my shit, give me my charger, give me all of this, I'm getting the fuck out of this car, I'm going home, whatever. So I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? Like, so girl who's driving gets tight. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're wilding, like, you know, like you're wilding, like what is all of this for? Like, about closing the window, really. So she starts going off like you know, like you wilding, like get the fuck out or whatever. So that's when she gets out the car. She's like, where's my charger? Where's my charger? I'm like, yo. They like, oh, like somebody found her charger, but I can't find the charger. Nobody can find the charger. So she's just like, mind you, sis got like she got like dinosaur legs. So like she gets out and like, okay, so it's a one-way street. We're going this way. Sis gets out the passenger seat and starts booking it up back up it was a hill that we had just, so she starts booking it up the hill. When I tell you, I'm just sitting there tight as fuck, like, yo, I gotta go to work tomorrow. None of y'all hoes gotta go to work but me. I'm the one gotta be to work at 6 o'clock. It is now 2 o'clock. So I'm not gonna leave this girl in Philly. Like, I can't leave her in Philly. You know, that's, even though, you know, she mad or whatever, she's acting crazy. That's my roommate. I cannot leave her in Philly, especially not at 2 o'clock in the morning. I cannot leave her. I know she doesn't have her phone's not charged, none of that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go find her. We gotta drive up like 5 blocks, and we finally find her. And I'm like, I get out the car, I'm like, yo, bro, like, get in the car. Nah, as we're driving up, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to the girls in the car. I'm like, yo, like, she's wilding, like, I don't know what's going on, like, but like, I'm the only one that gotta go to work tomorrow. Like, can she just get in the car and come on? Like, I'm just like, I'm annoyed at this point, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, all of this is mad unnecessary. Like, you're dragging it. Like, let's just go home. Like, you know, night is over. So basically, we drive back up the hill. We find her. And I'm like, yo, get out the car. Like, I mean, get in the car. Like, let's go. Like, you know, I'm not doing none of this. Like, this is too much. Like, you know. So she starts she starts screaming like, oh my God, you're a fake ass bitch because you still in the car with them bitches, da 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 da. You should have got out the car and started walking with me, da 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 da. Whatever the case may be, like, you're a fake ass bitch, da 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 da. So I'm like, yo, how am I fake? It's cold. You think if you was riding with the window open, you a little hot because you got, I don't know why you acting like you are drunk, whatever, but like, sis, I'm cold, and I'm not, like, what did you get out the car for in the first place? Nobody did nothing to you. So I'm sitting here arguing with her, but mind you, it get into an argument. Like, I'm like, yo, get in the car. Like, nobody's doing this shit with you. Like, you acting like a little ass kid. Like, get in the car. Like, get in the car. Like, I have to go to work tomorrow. None of y'all have to go to work tomorrow. None of y'all got to do nothing tomorrow but sit on y'all, you know, butts. So I'm like, get in the car. Like, and I'm not, and she's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting in this fucking car with these fake ass bitches. I'm like, nobody's fake. Nobody's doing nothing to you. You the one who. She's like, oh, like, y'all laughing in the back about me, da 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 da. I'm like, bro, I don't got time for this shit. So that's when my coworker that was sitting next to me in the back, she gets out too. We like, bro, get in the car. Like, it gets to the point where we're trying to drag her. Mind you, she's like, she gotta be like basketball player height. She gotta be like 6. She gotta be like 6'3". I'm basically 5'1". The girl who got out with me is like 5'1" too. So we're like trying to drag her in the car. She's like, get the fuck off me, y'all fake ass bitches, da da da. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, yo, I'm not going to jail for you, bitch. I don't live in Philly. I don't do none of this. I'm not going to jail for you. Get in the car and let's go. I don't give a fuck, da 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 da. So then the girl who's driving finally gets out the car. Mind you, Aria does not say this whole time. She does not say nothing. She's still sitting in the car. So then, girl who's driving gets off the car like, bro, come on, let's get in the car. Like, cause she was the calmest person. She's like, yo, like, get in the car. Like, you getting in? Nah, she basically said, you getting in the car or not? Cause if not, we getting the fuck out of here and we leaving you here. So I'm like, you know what? At least give her, if she's not gonna come, give her her charger and she could, you know, I'll order her Uber so she could get to where she's going. But like, I don't have time for this. So, so she gets in the car. She's like, oh, like she's the only one that told me nicely to get in the car. So she gets in the car, silent ride home. We didn't talk for like a month. All right, and let me tell y'all this backstory as to why I don't fuck with bitches. So, mind you, Aria didn't get out the car. Just keep this in mind. Just keep this. So a month or so, like I didn't talk to my roommate for like a month. Period, like a month, and I was literally like this close from her, and I didn't talk to her for a month. So basically, when I first started, I guess I don't know, I don't really remember who started talking to. No, matter of fact, it was because it's my birthday and like she had bought me like a little cake or whatever. So I guess that was like her apology. So like we started talking again, like, but like not on the same level. Like it was never on the level of our friendship that we were on before this whole incident. So like we started talking or whatever, and I'm like, you know what? Like I'm a realized bitch. So I'm like, why would like what happened that day? Like why did you like go off for and everything? So then, and like I was like, why aren't you talking to me? So she tells me that Aria told her that we were all in the car talking about her, laughing at her, calling her stupid and stuff in the car when we drove back up the hill. And then she was like, oh, I was mad at you because you didn't get out and walk with me like a real friend would do. Like, bitch, first of all, if you're gonna do one thing to one friend, do it to both of the friends. Because first things first, Aria did not get out that car. Second thing second, to come to find out, she was the one that was like a key in the back of the car who started everything. Third of all, I was like, were you like acting drunk or something? Like real girl to real girl, like were you acting drunk or something? She's like, nah, I might have been a little bit buzzed, da. But I heard you was talking about me and I don't like that fake shit. Like, how is that being fake? I told her simply like, oh, the same thing I said in that car, I told you to your face. That it was stupid, that you were acting wild, and that it was unnecessary for you to be doing all of that in the middle of Philly at 2 o'clock in the morning. She was like, oh, well, what did she say? She was like, oh, well, like, I just feel like if you were really my friend, you would have got out the car and you would have walked with me. Girl, did I not tell y'all a million times that I had to go to work in the morning? That I'm not doing this. I'm just ready to go home. Like, yo, after that, I swear to God, Aria barely ever said anything to me in my life. Because I just know it. I just thought that was funny. Like, you basically started everything. Like, and I didn't even like you like that to begin with. Like, this is why you really gotta choose your friends wisely. And like, that's why I think it's always funny when there's another person that gets added into a like friendship or whatever. But like, that's really the story. But it's just the fact that like, it all blew way out of proportion. And like, I didn't understand it. And it was like, she was just finding reasons to just like say stuff. So it was like if you really felt like I was a fake ass bitch before that night, you should have said it to me. Like, you get what I'm saying? And if you was drunk, that means you been thought of something like that before all of this started happening. So talk to me like I'm a real person. Like, you get me? Like, talk to me like especially like I'm your friend. Like, you get me? If I had a problem with my friend not doing anything, all right, so say like, that's like saying I'm hanging out with a whole bunch of girls and I'm with my best friend. And if I leave the club, my best friend knows better to leave the club with me. If I'm wrong, like, you know, tell me if I'm wrong. But like, if I know that I'm right, I'm gonna stick to that. And I know that my best friend will too. You get me? So like, that whole night was just blew out of proportion. Like, that's really it. I just tell y'all, like, this is my whole story. Choose your friends wisely, honestly. And I don't know. And if you in your heart believe that somebody isn't your friend, or in your heart believe that you know that somebody isn't supposed to be your friend, keep that in mind, because I knew this girl was not my friend. I knew that she was trying to come in the middle of me and my roommate, you know, friendship or whatever. But like, that's some messed up stuff. And I was just like, she thought like I was about to fire her in Philly for it. Like, in the middle of Philly at 2 o'clock in the morning for it. Like, that night was crazy. But like, I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, anything. I have so many story times. Like, I literally have so many story times. And that was just one of the things I experienced. But thank you guys. I'll see you guys next video. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. Hold up, turn on your notifications so you know when I post. Now I'm coming up being more consistent, so I will be uploading every Friday at like 5 o'clock. So turn on your notifications, girl, so you can get ready for this. But I'll talk to you guys next time. Laters.